Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Called in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Headed out right. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, set!
2nd and 3. Into the hands of Walker. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Ready?
Running left, here's Walker. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw on 1st. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Jumps in up the middle. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it down to a single point. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
It's an option right. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This our last play of the quarter. They go play action on first. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Walker on first down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. That's taken in by Cup. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down from the red zone. Walker hauls it in. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Motioning the tight end now. Here he is to throw on 2nd down. He finds Johnson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. It is Cup, left side. Escapes a defender. Up to the races, middle of the field. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game at 21. Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's Walker on the option. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes back.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Good now, ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Set, ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass complete to Walker. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's a short gain of 1. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Short pass caught by his tight end. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They give up the gut to Walker. Has room inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact.
It's a Seattle touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we started to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Escapes out to the left. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Play action on 1st down. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
It's Johnson on second down. He cuts it to the right sideline. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
From the red zone now. Rolling out to his left. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll have him gain up about a handful there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. They send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. Neighbors with the catch. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now off play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be second down. Now an inside give to Johnson. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Warrior 70.
He'll throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Gano for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Walker running right. He'll cobble together a yard there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Into the hands of Walker. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Oh, nice punt, and the fair catch going to stick them at the 7. We don't get a return out of that punt, and it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. He's loaded another one up. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the air, third and long. He's trying another one deep. That's complete inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 16-point ball game. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Gano ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's go.
From the 36. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Take go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
70 range. Let's go now. Ready.
They're going for this. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on. Set.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 4. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Gets out of trouble. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19.
Man in motion here.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. He puts everything behind this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Man in motion, out of the slot.
18, right here.
Throw on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60. Ready? Ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Warrior 70. Ready?
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He rolls to his right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They are throwing it again. On the move, headed right. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Ready, set.
Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking for a throw here. Buys time, rolling right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to throw it. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, I'm all for aggressive. I don't mind that at all. But you better be right. If you're going to make that call and risk putting points on the board, you better not fail like they did right there.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set up.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Trying for a touchdown here. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Here we go.
1st down from the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Getting right back to it after that interception. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself.
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go! 70 Lions! 19 Lions!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Play action on 1st down. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Getting out to his left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he...
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A handoff to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants up by 8. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. There he goes again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Complete out to the right side. To the 15. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants lead by 15 now.
Seahawks 44. Graham Gano to kick off 44.
Gano ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Walker hauls it in. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Let's go now. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lofts it deep left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And it was a game for fans of high